this was a learning block. It was a platform to learn on. And will Tatum and Brown be back? Yeah, I think they will be. But also look at the Eastern Conference. Will it be better? How will those guys compete? Because right now they have the Celtics at the top. And one thing we know, that when you're at the top, you are going to be the hunted. You are going to be the hunted. So the Celtics are going to be the hunted. And Tatum will be, probably more than anybody, be in a situation where people are going to look at him and judge him fairly or unfairly. Larry Bird in 1981, during his first championship run, he averaged 15 points a game, shot about 40% from the field. But what did he do? His greatness, and this is where Tatum has to get. Larry Bird averaged 15 rebounds a game, 7 assists, and had 42 steals in a 6-game series. So that is what we didn't see, the imprint that Tatum had to put into a building like that. Because the Celtics many times got killed on the glass, and you never bigger, stronger team. Looney did a great job of getting out early. Draymond got some.
Well, the second chance opportunities that crushed the Celtics too. How many offensive rebounds did the Golden State Warriors come up with? A lot. And you said it, Looney, Draymond. I mean, guys were getting in there. But what do you think? What do you think the reasons behind that? Someone like Tatum, maybe not specifically just the rebounding aspect of things, but why couldn't we see more games with Tatum was better in those situations? Whether it was shooting down the stretch in those fourth quarter, or when it was down to like the last few minutes, or whether it was just him overall and committing so many turnovers.
Did you ask Tatum ever to be that kind of rebounder? Did anybody ask him of that? I think people were satisfied. If you got 7, 8 rebounds, you were good. But the great ones, when you put an imprint on a team or on a series, you have to do what you have to do and make those contributions that are going to change the trajectory of a series. You're playing for the world championship, man. At that point, there are no excuses. I hope that they get a chance to go back, and I think they will. I just think they have to tweak their team. They have to find another legitimate scorer.
You know what Tatum needs to do, though?
When you have Brown and Tatum being scorers, Marcus Smart being a facilitator, there's a hole right here that Brad has to fix. You can have the Time Lord as your center, but I think you have to get a 2 guard to go along with those other shooters, and then change your offense so it's not an offense of guys sitting around looking at each other. Cut, pick, go towards the hole. That's what you're going to have to do.
But to answer your question about what happened with Tatum there, one thing that he needs to work on for sure is his left. I just feel like the Golden State Warriors did a really good job of making him uncomfortable in that way. And he tries to go back to his right a lot of the times. And I don't know. I just think that's a part of his game that stuck out a lot to me in a big way against the Warriors, the way they were defending him. And look, what you're saying about Draymond, I agree with. I just felt like the Celtics sort of, I don't want to say they got like bullied or whatever, but it was sort of just intimidated, I guess, right? They just got intimidated, I felt like.
Well, what's the word we would use back in it? Punked.
You got punked. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I feel like if that was somebody else, people in the huddle would have backed them up, would have said, hey, what are you doing here?
Somebody would have backed that dude up, but nobody backed him up. And when a bully gets going, as we all know, when a bully gets going, the bully doesn't stop until somebody does something to put that bully back on his heels. Celtics never
not going to stop on his own.
Never did that. And especially when it starts to work. He saw it working. So, by working, it's like, okay, we got it. Well, we got this, and this is what I'm going to do.
What do the Celtics need to improve on? Like, what if you had to think of one thing that this team needs right now is missing that could help them for next season? What's that one thing?
Well, they have to kind of give you a couple things. One, they're going to have to improve their bench. I know. I think Neesmith went out. His exit, he went out and said, "Hey, I'm a great shooter." Well,
phenomenal shooter, actually, phenomenal.
Okay, and then how did you feel about that line?
I was surprised. I was surprised. I like the confidence, but it's one of those things where I would rather him show it and then back it up after the fact. You know what I mean? A little premature, in my opinion, especially because he was asked about Summer League, and it felt like he was like he was like we had him back into a corner. He was just avoiding it. He wouldn't flat out say if he's going to go or not. But I don't know either way. I'm like, well, wait a minute here. So where are we going to see this phenomenal shooting? But yeah, I was surprised that that Aaron
Celtics have to do something there. They have to get some more veterans, I think. And I think they'll get those, especially when you talk about a team on a run towards the championship. You can get the Otto Porters of the world.